State of New California, notice to all Californians. Grievance 86, September 17th, 2019. New California is a new state in development, exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Section 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 3 and 4. Quote, we are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States, end quote. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15th, 2018 states, quote, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security, end quote. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, quote, we the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity, end quote. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, quote, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances, end quote. The counties of New California bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesday at 9 a.m. State of New California, Grievance 86, Declaration of Grievance, Statements of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. Quote, the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence, end quote. United States Constitution, Article 6, quote, this Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary, notwithstanding, end quote. Order of the day. Nails, nooses, shackles, and chains. California's monoparty political machine, its socialist governor, along with communist state legislatures, socialist elected officials, agencies, and unelected regional governance boards are colluding to create a communist California state in direct violation of both Article 4, Section 4, and Article 6 of the United States Constitution. The state of California is moving at a breakneck speed toward the ultimate communist state. After over 75 years of hard work to destroy all vestiges of the United States Constitution through court decisions, over 580 amendments to the California Constitution, massive taxes, strangulating regulations, regionalism, deliberate destruction of the United States' premier education and economic systems, along with the raping of one of the planet's finest environmental zones, the stage is now being set for the final nails into California's totalitarian coffin. The state of California's monoparty system is now preparing to wrap the chains around the United States citizens living in California by proposing yet another totalitarian amendment to the state's constitution. A recent submission to the California Attorney General's office to replace the bicameral Assembly and Senate, which with a unicameral, nonpartisan legislature and increased number of members serving in the legislature, is now being considered for the 2020 November ballot. Since the mid-1990s, California has been a monoparty system. Over the years, the noose around the state's Republican form of government has been tightened with bogus constitutional amendments that include redistricting congressional and state seats and resorting to a political party killing amendment Proposition 14 to only have the two top voting getting candidates in the state's primaries to move onto the general elections, regardless of party affiliation. Worse yet, since the passage of the 2010 Proposition 14, criminal cartels, the same criminal cartels who are trafficking slaves across California's southern border and who import massive amounts of fentanyl, killing thousands of Americans each year, have taken control of California's political machine. If the unicameral, nonpartisan legislature proposition is passed, complete shackling of Americans will occur. The pattern and timing of these events are by design and will doom the state of California and the citizens of the United States who live within its border into chains never before since the communist Chinese Maoist takeover of China following World War II. California's monoparty political machine, its socialist governor, along with communist state legislatures, socialist elected officials, agencies, and unelected regional governance boards are colluding to create a pure totalitarian communist California state in direct violation of both Article 4, Section 4, and Article 6 of the United States Constitution. The California Communist State Legislature and the Socialist Governor is that they legislate new laws that make legally abiding citizens into felons, force oppressive regulations, and change the California Constitution to encourage lawlessness while pandering to criminal cartels. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor, and the monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive, instituted wherever the current socialist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the president to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. For more information or to donate, please visit newcaliforniaoc.org. Thank you.